Hello everyone, I'm Charlie. I'm a moderator for the Ghost of Tsushima speedrun leaderboard, and with Ghost of Jote coming on, I think that maybe we should do like a little tutorial or slow run over the Iki Island run at this point, and maybe I'm going to do the main game after. So yeah, I'm going to go over the run and see if you guys get motivated and maybe start running the game. So first thing, in this case, Iki Island New Game Plus start in a very specific place of Act 2. So after Act 1, you go to well, you don't have to go to Akashima, but you can just go to the place where Iki Island is going to start. If you have purchased the director version, it's going to be right there on the map. So first thing in this case is having your save file prepared. In my case is this 317. I have it write it down, and as you can see it's a little, but you can change the difficulty if you want to play any difficulty. So okay, what is done in this file? As you can see, I already beat Act 1 in the speedrun matter. That means doing everything to go to Castle Canada and go through all this thing. In this Inomi, in Ito, sorry, you go then to Akashima, you're right, and here is the part where you when you start Iki Island. So when you came here to Iki Island, you have to do a fight. So the fight already happened. You already know what's going on. And after you like investigate some things over here and whatnot, you save. Also, you want to have full arrows on you and on your horse for the heavy, for the longbow, and also for the half bow. You want to have all your hallucination darts full also, and in the throw bombs you only want black powder bombs. You don't want firecrackers or bells. In terms of armors, I'm gonna put a video on the description where you see when you have all the armors. You have to keep in mind that Ghost of Tsushima is a very it has a lot of RNG because you don't start, well, here you are, but you don't have armor. You're gonna be picking things here and there. The people that's gonna get scared is going to vary to fight because of the odds of the enemies getting terrified. So how you play or how you friend the game or you face the game is going to vary. So that means that also the outfit that you're going to wear is going to vary. Not by much, but if you want to change something here and there, you obviously can. But what we are wearing? We are wearing the ghost armor for most of the fights. We're going to use the Mongol armor in a really specific situation. We are going to use the Sakai armor in a very specific situation, and we're going to be using the Ronin attire in a very specific situation. So Ronin attire, we have those. For the Sakai, we're using those. For the ghost armor, we're using those. And for the Mongol armor, we're using those. So you can pause the video and look it up, or you can watch the other video. Should be the same, but that's or we're using. So another thing that you have to do if you are going to be playing lethal, you have to show your difficulty in options gameplay, lethal plus in this case, and the timer start. And as you can see, my horse is full. You can see the horse is on the right side, range 2020, 1010, 1010, 88, 55, 35. Well, in this case, I don't have any hallucination. We don't really use them, but okay. And one interesting thing is that the timer starts when you press X in yes. But when you speak to this guy, you can skip that cutscene, and it's not going to ask you, and just going to be sending you to the cinematic. So you have to wait for this, for the yes or no option to appear on the screen. And yeah, that's how we start.
Are you sure about this, Lord Sakai?
So we wait.
Iki Island's no place for a samurai.
And there you go. So when you press yes, the run starts. So I'm gonna just run my timer. Why not? Oh, but maybe we can go over the timer. So as you can see, I have all the names, the complete names of the quests here. A Lost Friend, Eagle Cry, a Raid's Return, Jim from Yorikawa, The Lightning in the Storm, Massacre at Kidafure Village, and The Blessing of Death. Those are all the quests that you have to complete. There is a epilogue, I think it's called, that we don't use. The run starts after you kill the eagle. Okay, and 3, 2, 1, go. There is a skippable cutscene, so you want to press yes and then right away skip the other cutscene. And of course, as any awesome run, this starts with an unskippable cutscene when we are going to Iki Island.
Brace yourself, boy.
Sora!
Keep in mind, this is New Game Plus. There is no... Oh, there is any percent to island, I guess. But this is New Game Plus, we can skip all the cuts. So here, you can jump. You can roll. So here, the fastest way is just to walk. Aiming for those whale bones in the back. Being, like, getting straight line as possible. Then you get movement again, and you can jump either. Oh, you can jump. But we roll here. We jump. This is the only path possible here, escaping.
Looks like an old smuggling hideout.
And this is the first part when you can use the grappling hook in this way. Like in the normal gameplay. And here is the title card. So the first thing that you want to do is to get your horse. So there in the background, you are gonna run in a straight line. For the boat in Ghost of Tsushima, if you are not on your horse, sprinting is the fastest way to move. But you have to be aware of Jin's stamina, because even though it doesn't have a stamina bar, when he drops his head, it means that he's getting tired and is going to start sprinting. But lucky for us, if you do a dash, well, I didn't want to do that. If you do a dash like that, or you do a roll, it replenishes the stamina. So just be careful and see if Jin's head like kind of drops to the front. It means he's getting tired. So you should do a roll. He's gonna do it right now. So you can see he dropped the head. So we do little roll to replenish the stamina. So here, sometimes a patrol, either a fight between rebels and Mongols, either boars chasing you, or bears fighting Mongols. Those things can randomly happen in any place in the island, and sometimes they're gonna happen here, there, wherever. When that happens, and then you get notice, chances are that when you are going to get
The boat that brought me.
here to the boat, you are gonna be
Where are you, boy?
in combat. Yeah. If you the game, if you get spotted and you even though you didn't fight, you are in combat. So that means this point here, as you can see, that you can interact with is not going to be available. You're not going to be able to interact because you are in combat. In that case, you have to change to smoke bomb, through the smoke bomb there, and continue, because the game recognizes you not being seen as you are out of combat, right? After you interact with this and skip the cutscene, you are supposed to go all the way up, but you don't really need to do that. You just need to have, of course, your poison dart ready and your half bow with the fire arrow. You add that ready for action, so you can put that actually at the beginning. And then we're just going to run straight to this path over there. So again, in a straight line, keep in mind that Jin has stamina. You don't want to be slowed down by tire nets. And we run. Don't mind the timer. And here is
Sound.
your horse.
Sora, he needs me.
So how we're gonna be doing this?
Or not.
I'm going to shoot a poison dart, and most of the time that poison dart to that guy is going to scare that guy, and you can just continue. If it doesn't, because sometimes it doesn't, because it is out, you just kill that guy with your sword.
Sora,
And you just run through Sora,
I'm here, boy.
skip the cutscene,
Remember that trick from before? Where you charge
and you just continue your tutorial and kill these guys. You have to kill them, because otherwise it's not going to. I change to my half bow.
Good to have you back, boy.
And as you can see, the guy said help. If he sometimes he's not going to say that. If he doesn't, it means that you didn't hit the enemies properly. So that's why you have to kill them in the way that the tutorial is teaching you. Otherwise, you're not going to be able to continue. Here, I like to... That guy with fire, that guy is scared. That guy with fire, that guy is scared. That guy with fire, and hit them, and I jump. And that sometimes made all the people scared. And as you can see, we rescue them. Sometimes, again, this is odds, one or two are going to be alive. Then
You're welcome.
you can approach that as you want. You can either fight them with the sword, or you can use your change quickly to this one and hit them in the face. So here, okay. So now, what is the idea? We already did a lost friend, which is getting your horse, so you can get your horse and be faster. Because you can actually either do a lost friend or do this quest. There is no... it's up to you what you do first. we do a lost friend because you get your horse and being on the horse is faster. But this quest is interesting because you have two ways to activate that quest. One is to go to Fort Sakai and you're gonna get captured. You have to kill like 2 rounds of people to get to the door, and then you enter the castle. You're gonna throw us a flash bomb, and then the quest is going to start. Or before going to Fort Sakai, you can get down in any place in the island, and you're gonna get teleported here. So because of that, we know there is a quest here after. So what we do now, instead of going to Fort Sakai, is going to an animal shrine and get killed. So we get teleported to Fort Sakai, and the animal shrine that we are going to activate is going to serve as a fast travel point later. So you finish here, right? This is where the quest finishes. You go this way, you turn a heart right here, you activate your nitro horse because you don't want any resolve left, so you don't have the iron wheel. In this rock you jump, and where it is the fire is the animal shrine. I like to go a little bit to the right and jump here. So you can see Deer Sanctuary activated, and I just get killed as fast as possible. And as you can see, the animation of me getting killed didn't happen. The thing that happened was this animation when they, instead of like finishing me with a sword, they kick me in the face, so I guess I lose conscious, and they took me to Fort Sakai, where I am right now. 2 cutscenes, quickly skipped. You can move in this back and pick your things before the quest. You can, and here you can sprint, but we do the jumpity jumps with Sona, with Yuna, sorry. And don't get too far away from her, because it can get behind, and you have to go back here. And here we're gonna have to press R2 to activate this. But if you pay attention, the trigger appears like half a second before, and if you do that, you're gonna softlock the game. So don't do that. Just wait for the thing to completely appear on the screen to press it. And here we do the jumpity jumps again.
Where to?
There's a ravine across the yard. We can
And we know we have to go all the way here to this bridge, and we can wait here. It doesn't really matter. Cutscene, we quickly skip it. And here there is an hallucination that you lived as a little Jean.
Where am I?
Same controls.
Can you hear me?
Father?
You can sprint in a really weird way, but you can get momentum, and as you can see, Jean is kinda do really long jumps. R2 to get behind, hugging the wall here to the left. Yeah, keep in mind those pillars.
Keep going.
I'm coming, Father.
And here's water, and you can see that you are faster because here
My father was killed.
the two dialogues overlap, because I guess Jean's dialogue get triggered by position,
Wished I had drowned.
and the dialogue of the eagle is already happening. He here hacked the wall to the right. Again, jump. Here we do the jump. You need to be careful because these flowers are going to be changed by corpses, and you can, if you jump, you can actually like get stuck with the corpses. So you want to like be very deliberate and just jump between them. And here just jumpity jumps. Here you can jump as far as usual, but once you're here you finish the quest. Skip cutscene. Skip cutscene again. We split, and here there is a thing that after this animation, if you don't move any control, Jin is not going to continue doing his stuff. So you have to like be like moving. So what you want to do here is to move the camera and press horsey, because the window that you can call the horse is really small. So you want to like be moving the camera from the start, and when the camera moves, start calling the horse, so you can call the horse in that little window that you have. Now an hallucination is going to start, and you want to use your 2 resolve to use the nitro. You get just a little boost of speed here, and we go to the left, and we go through this bridge, and we're going to activate a fast travel point for later. So after the bridge we continue the path to the right.
You will lose your soul to madness.
Here,
The visions.
and once we get this grass here, we go to the left again, and the haiku point is here. As soon as you see it, you fast travel to the animal shrine that we activate earlier when we get killed. We're just gonna put really far from it, and you're gonna go in a hard right. Looking to your resolve, you have 2 passive resolve gaining. As soon as you get it, do a little boost. And now we're gonna activate the other missions. Raiders Return. We need to meet Tensu for that. You don't have to pick it, but I like to pick the stuff that you encounter. I like to be here to the left and then to the right into the river. Jump here, be careful with activate that thing. A little bit to the right. Going over this, and Tenso is right there.
Jin from Yarikawa.
We activate the
You'd make it.
conversation.
What happened here?
I like to get
Where are you taking?
into the horse, move a little bit, and then get off the horse, because
Keeping us safe from the Mongols.
doing jumpies here is faster, because
Secret hideaway?
when the characters are doing exposition
Just watch yourself once
of the
again.
plot,
Ever since the Sakai
and when he's snake,
samurai are slightly less popular than a pit of venomous.
you call the horsey,
Sakai invasion.
pick it up,
Butcher,
do resolve to get in momentum,
Lord,
go a little to the right here to pick.
show them.
Sometimes there is poison, sometimes there is hallucination. It doesn't matter what you
Neither
pick.
side was innocent.
There's some truth.
Change to the fire, way of the flame,
Seen a pretty war.
and to the poison dart.
Hidden entrance to the stronghold.
Here, slow down, you get down,
We found the entrance.
and okay, so sometimes what you get change, because we start with 10 way of the flame and we have 2. Sometimes it changes because the hallucination keep things of you, steal things for you. So yeah, you have to be like very aware of what things you have. Here, I'm gonna do the next. I'm going to use a poison dart to kill the shaman on the hill. I know that to the right there is a way of the flame, so I'm gonna go there and pick it because I only have 2. And then I'm going to activate my way of the flame, and you have to be careful because most likely the enemies are going to be looking at what's happening to the shaman and they are not going to be aware of you. So if you press square or triangle to use like the sword and you are close to them and they are not aware of you, you're going to activate the silent assassination or the chain assassination. If you do that, you are going to put your katana away and that's going to put off the fire. So you have to be careful. You have to be careful. So let's do it.
See how good you
So I'm gonna go here, as you can see, Way of the Flame, I pick it up, do that, fire, the enemy saw me, so this guy, big guy, always kill the big guys. There is only one guy alive, this one here, and when you hear,
Good.
good, reset from checkpoint,
Good.
and run away, and run in front, and that
Not getting in this way.
make things faster.
Samurai has this man murdered. Remember
As you can see there,
his attendant.
things
His throat
went fine,
while he
but you have to keep in mind
his blood
that in some cases they are not gonna get, they are not gonna get scared.
Yes. Sometimes I
So you need to be always aware and like being on your toes
hear my
of how you want to approach the enemies.
I didn't know I was
Here, Tenso sometimes gets stuck, so you have to wait for him here. I like to change to my black powder bombs in this place because we're going to use them. As you can see, I only have two. That's the worst scenario.
No way to cross.
There's always a way.
Samurai have to say shit.
Here,
Do pirates have to mouth off?
we did this. You have to do it.
Neat trick.
You could
I could use one.
jump from there,
Friends with a great
from
blacksmith on Tsushima.
from there to here, but that
Not worth.
let Tenso stuck there. You have to like kind of activate. There is probably a flag somewhere there. So here, you can do this.
Minor setback.
Let's
See?
go way around.
And the way that you do normally do this is you jump here, go there, 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 there. It's pretty complicated, but we have. I like this, as you can see there. There is a skip here. You or use a black powder bomb. I'm gonna throw it there, and the explosion is going to make you land right there. You skip. Here you can just jump all the way here. Press circle as you fell. Wait for the prompt.
Friends of yours?
Wouldn't call them friends. Yes.
How did you join up?
And well, in Iki Island you don't buy anything. So you can pick all these things. There is only supplies and linen that we will sell, but we don't go shopping.
He is luring
And when you have the hallucination, roll to the door
just as they killed your father.
and wait there.
When we step through that gate,
Skip the cutscene. Go up. Open the gate.
Tenzo,
Cutscene.
back.
Skip it.
Samurai.
Do the jumpies because there is exposition.
Impress her, the wolves will back off.
And if I don't impress her?
I've seen her tie men up and leave them to drown at high tide. Even hung one traitor from the mast of her ship for the guards to eat. But I don't know what she'll do to a samurai.
And those people.
More victims of the
Here there is some more exposition, so we wait here until he talk about Fune.
Check the drawers. I have a shirt you can strip down. Let's go, Jin. Fune's waiting.
Was that your house?
They needed more than me. There's Fune watching us.
Okay, there is this here. I pick it, jump to the, and I go here. I skip, and because the quest ended in that cutscene, I split when I fast travel back to the haiku. Here, call the horse immediately. Pick it. go in this path down. You can see a fire in the background right there, and just go past
Where
them.
is Tenzo?
Here I like to leave my horse here
More Mongol lies.
The eagle speaks the truth.
because you have to press R2 to activate this quest. Sorry.
Keep me waiting.
And if the
Jin.
horse is close, you might get into the horse instead
Be so
of
quick to kill.
talking to Tenso. Two cutscenes here. I like to turn around, and you could jump right there, but I like to take a little bit of time because Fune Tenso can get behind.
Like to
I
forget.
pick
Getting blood
things
stains
there.
on your favorite silk hakama?
A little
I
worse
change
than
to my poison dart that I'm going to be using, and
What's the worst thing
I
that
have
happened
my Way of the Flame ready.
that. I'm haunted by the
Doesn't matter what option you get there. You need to be careful because you need
Stinks of rotten shellfish.
you need
Keeps eyeing my
3
gun.
resolve.
He wants to steal it.
So one way of I'm getting here is slow down, so I start jumping,
the drill?
is to silent kill this guy. So you can see you get a lot of resolve. Poison the shaman.
Let's give these monsters
Way of the Flame this guy here. And that most of the time make all the enemies scared.
We can't throw
Be
more
careful with the
attention.
arrows here. Change to the see, I said it. You need to be really careful with the arrows there. So we do the same. Poison the guy. Way of the Flame. And most of the guys get scared.
We can't draw more attention.
Change the bomb. That's for the shaman. Well, this guy was too far. That's one of the more hard guys to kill. We already defeat everything. I get there. When I get the quest complete, I pick the horse and I quickly go back to pick everything. So there is a black powder bomb here, and best case scenario, you went all the way to the hut and pick everything there. But I already picked the black powder bomb, so I'm good with that. As soon as you finish this, you go to gear or to outfit and change to the Sakai clan armor. So if you want to, like, if you have everything the way, like you have the ghost armor, is outfit goes always 2 up. You can just like really quickly 2 up. Why we change outfit here? We have to kill 12 enemies on the boat, and for some reason these enemies can get scared. They can get scared, so we have to kill them with the sword. And this is the armor that at the moment has the more damage, and I changed to the kunais because if they are going to throw something, or they have like the guard really high, you can just throw a kunai and then kill them. Hey 34, how you doing? We are doing the slow run, explaining the run. Okay, so we run all the way here because normally you have to go all the way there and like do a whole thing, but there is a thing in this game called quick swimming, and you need to resolve because of that. That's the boat that we need to go. So we go here, and we're going to, well,
You're not real.
I take too much time, but you just run away here, and when you have knee, the water is onto your knee, you're going to do a Dance of Wrath aiming for the ladder. And that's going to yeet you, and you are gonna like reach half of the way like this. And that's way faster than going all the way around. Even though you have to swim, you have to go like climb to use the rope. It's really. The bad thing is you can't die. If you die, Ron is dead, start over. So count 12 enemies.
Be quiet.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Pick everything. 9, 10, 11, and 12. Hallucination.
You're helping people who spit on your father's.
Be careful because these guys are harder.
Were you too weak to save him?
It wasn't my fault.
Be careful with the arrows. These guys suck. Okay, that guy sometimes do that. Use poison dart because it's kind of tricky. And we go all the way up. You can't die. Don't die. And here, I like to go sneaky because there is a group of people here, and there is a shaman, a big guy, and normal enemies. So you want to start a chain assassination and at least kill the big guy and the shaman. Remember that when you are in chain assassination, you can change the objective by moving with the right joystick. So keep that in mind. So I sneak here. Okay, didn't work. It doesn't matter. Kill the big guy. There you go. There is some kunais here.
Sure took your time.
And here again, the enemies don't get scared. So we still got Hade Sakai armor. And here this fight is kind of a mess. Depending on how many kunais, you can do kunais for the enemies, so you don't have to change the stance. Sometimes if I do a smoke bomb near to the purple enemy, so I can kill him with the silent kill, because that guy is the problem here. But first I put the shield to kill this guy. But the other one for this one. Pick armor. And so I have so bad luck. Some kunais there. That guy is the problem here. Pick everything. Be careful with the dosho. Okay, now let's go up. I have one kunai, so I'm gonna let's go there. This guy. Change position, pick everything. Okay, now I put my smoke. And here I don't kill anyone. Just through smoke there. Ignite this thing. And run. And pick everything. It wasn't great, but that's the idea. You need to be really on your toes here in the dojo. Be aware of where is thing to pick up. not getting down because you don't want to start over. Here, go to the menu as soon as you can go. Go to gear, change to the ghost armor, go to the map and fast travel to the legend storyteller because it's closer. Here you have to open that gate, but it's actually faster. Go there and go over. There is some things there.
Well done,
And
team.
we talk to Fune.
I can't believe I'm about to.
Here, as soon as you can, go to the menu and you fast travel to the Deer Sanctuary that we activated earlier. See, this is the second time that we use this. Call the horse as soon as you are spawned. Go into the horse and don't worry about these guys, just go straight. We're gonna go between these two, the rock and the trees here.
Many has she poisoned?
Then a little bit to the left to the other rock over there. Those are my point of reference. This rock. As soon as we get to this rock, we get closer to the other rock, all the way here. We keep straight here. And here we took this path. So, sorry. Oh, I think I wanted to sneeze. So, one thing is, there is another way, and you go to the front. So, Fort Sakai, if you go to the front door, there is one like guard at the entrance, and there is another guard close to the gate. If you go to the main entrance, you have to fight those two groups, and if you do this route, which is shorter, you only have to fight the group that is closer to the gate, so you fight less. You have to memorize the path. As you can see, I use my point of reference there. What I'm going to do is I'm gonna have my fire. No, I'm gonna have my normal arrows, and I'm gonna have my way of the flame ready. Those are the things that I'm going to be. And as you can see, I didn't use my nitro horse, and I have full resolve. I want full resolve here. If you don't have full resolve here, it doesn't matter, but you want full resolve here. So don't use it. So don't get down, so you don't use the iron wheel, and you don't use nitro horse getting here. So what is going to happen here? There's going to be 2 shamans and a lot of enemies, and it's going to be a group of people, but they're as like slaves that you have to talk to them once you kill or you defeat all the enemies. Sometimes the shamans are close to the gate. Sometimes there is 1 shaman in the gate and 1 shaman near a campfire, and there is a big guy as well. So what you want to do is to kill the 2 shamans as fast as possible. Sometimes that is enough and then all the enemies get scared. Sometimes you have to kill the 2 shamans and the big guy, and that means all the enemies get scared. And sometimes even if you kill the 2 shamans and the big guy, there is 1 guy that's going to be shooting arrows at you from really far away. So that's why we have the arrow ready for action if that's the case. So let's see what we get here. And the way of the flames is for the enemies. So the big guy is there. The shamans are all the way there. Activate the way of the flame for these 2 guys. He got scared. Big guy. And that, I think that was enough. Yes, it was. And I speak to that guy. See?
Are you with Funes?
Skip this. I open the gate. And this fight is kinda ugly.
You couldn't see. What makes
So
you
the way
think
I
you
do
can
it
save this
if is there is two shamans that I care the most. So here in this area you have to kill everyone or defeat everyone and free all the prisoners. So in this first area there is two shamans, one closer to one gates and other closer to where we have to go later. So I go in a straight line, kinda tilted to the left, and fire the first shaman while opening the two gates, the two liberating the two prisoners. Then I go to the right to the shamans that is closer to where we have to go next. There is a thing with arrows. I picked that as well. And then before leaving, I threw a black powder bombs in the middle of the mess, so I don't have to get here later. So let's do that.
Listen,
You need to be careful
let's drive the Mongols from this
because enemies are going to shoot you. So fire, first shaman, do only one,
place. Find a weapon and
do that. I pick things here. And as you can see, okay, there is no one, so I'm not gonna throw the black powder bomb. I'm gonna kill this guy here. Sometimes that guy is gonna get scared, but I'm gonna have to kill them. Oh no, I didn't. Okay, liberating those two, and let's see. Sometimes you can silent kill the shaman here, and we did. And but this guy is alive, so big guy. Okay, there is one guy more. There is one guy alive. Let's see. Okay, so you can see on my top it says defeat all the enemies cross. That means that you can go to the main gate. Sometimes if you get really unlucky, people is going to be alive in any of those three spots. Either in the first one, either this, or in the middle. So you have to like be aware and quickly kill the last guy. You can use your ear and see where the enemy is. But if you do this most of the time, everyone is going to most of the guys are going to be scared or dead. Remember that in lethal, the enemies make a lot of damage, so it's more likely that they are going to kill people. If you're playing any difficulty, you have to be very careful because the allies don't make enough damage sometimes to kill enemies. So I have full resolve, as you can see, but if you don't have full resolve, this is what you do. You can change outfit here or after. You go to outfit and one down is the Mongol armor, and as you can see I have versatile skills and perfect landing. So what I do is I skip this, and if you don't have a resolve here, be careful because they're gonna, you go here and do that, and as you can see it give me resolve even though I have, but that's how you get enough resolve for the fight with conviction. But that was unnecessary here because I have resolve. So here, get your poison ready. I like to kill that guy and pick those. Be careful with that guy, just go straight to this guy. Poison to that. The one up there got scared. So I don't have more Way of the Flame. If I have, I will use the Way of the Flame and I will kill the big guys here, so everyone gets scared. But I don't have any, so I have to get creative. And you can use this, and this also gives you poison sometimes. Or you can use the fire, especially for that big guy there. Hopefully people is gonna get scared. And when the thing change, you can just go to the fight, go to gear, and in my case, I use the Ronin attire, but here you can do Sakai or Ronin attire. It's up to you.
We're clear.
And I go to the fight. One thing that I do that I don't know if any other runners do, especially in Iki Island, is that I have enabled a target lock on. And I use it only for the duels. Because sometimes they get really silly and they start like swinging the sword and hit nothing. So I really, really like target locks, especially in Iki Island for the duels. And you activate it pressing up.
Remember the night your father tied starving bandits to trees as punishment.
And this is Gunbin,
Not so
different from other enemies. He can change weapons in the middle of the fight. But I use this Dance of Wrath. I know I can do some more hits after that, before the second part. I go again, Dance of Wrath,
Where is your gratitude? You deserve nothing less than death.
and again.
You waste the eagle's gift to you. You waste the air.
See? This guy is a dick sometimes. I was too confident,
You will hang.
so I'm gonna have to do this the old way.
You will hang like the peasants. You wasted gift.
Okay, this is not the best scenario, but
Like the peasants.
if you, for example, if you use the resolve,
Hang like the
because you got down, you will have to fight this guy like this.
wasted gift.
Okay, miss one. I'm sorry, but
You will hang like
Iki is like that.
You will hang like the peasants. Wasted gift. You could have served the eagle. I will never be her shaman.
I hate that attack. It's kind of slow. I'm gonna have to take that away.
You will hang like the peasants.
Ah, yeah.
You will hang like the peasants. You wasted gift. You could have served the eagle. I will never be her shaman. Where is your gratitude? You deserve nothing less than death.
Okay. So here, you have to chase him, but obviously, speedrunning wise, you can actually got ahead of him. So here, you go straight to this window here,
You stop! You waste the eagle's gift to you.
and just you have to go all the way up he's behind you, but it doesn't matter. And just keep the cutscenes here.
Hunbish killed. Good thinking.
And here, as soon as you can move, you go to gear, change back to the ghost armor and fast travel to the legend storyteller. And you do exactly the same
The samurai who freed us from Fort Sakai. I thought I'd see the day.
and talk to Fune.
You outdid yourself this time. My men returned safely.
Here you can skip this cutscene, but if you get
They'll lure the eagles
running, you're gonna get the return to tail. So you have to stop a little bit and then start riding. You want to change
The entire
to the explosive arrows.
you did nothing to stop him.
The lookout tower. We got a good view up there.
And aiming for the tower. So I go down here,
Get people in the most
and
likely places.
there is
Few of us
good
on
stuff
horses.
there. You pick it up
Respond where we're needed, like stopping a wildfire.
We need to cover a lot.
and aiming for that, so you can press it right away.
Tree line.
There's 3 points that you have to watch. The other one is to the right.
Fireworks we took.
So I already moving my
Set them off the
stick
moment
to
your
it.
people see the invaders.
Then we ride in.
Hide people
and the
in
other one
positions
is
to grab
down
us.
to the center.
Where your father's victims hid, terrified and weeping.
And if the Mongols don't get close,
Have riders ready to hit their flank. Force them in range.
what would you do there?
The moment the villagers saw your father's men approach, they knew they were doomed.
That was where they fell back.
What? Who fell back?
Where we could fall back if we're overwhelmed.
We'll reinforce it with whatever we can throw together.
Get everyone in position. We'll hang back for now.
They don't
Skip.
know
Get to the horses.
Okay, so now remember to press circle every time you fall,
Enzo, Jin, with me. Strike hard
and we go where the
Back here.
those rocks are.
fighting on the side.
So the idea is here is
He said,
you want to throw an explosive arrow so they get like slowed down and then run over with the nitro horse. So they're gonna appear behind that. I use that,
Down, boy.
play that, and now I most enemies because the other guys can get scared. Have a big guy here. I hit him. There is one left still. When saving appear, these guys are going to appear here. Shoot those, and behind this as well. And I go back where those guys were. And
That's all of them.
okay, so when I say that you have to be like on your feet, this is what I meant. Odds are this is going to be always different because you can't predict what enemies are gonna get scared or not. So the idea is that I like to throw explosive to both enemies because sometimes they get scared because of that. Going through the horse, don't get down the horse, and if you kind of see that things are going well, you can just go to the other place. And even though it says like return to your tail, because it's going to happen anyways, you can get some seconds going to the other place. So you have to like be really aware of what's going on and really pay attention to the saving icon, because in the first wave, when the saving icon appear, I already know I can go to the next place. Same here. When the save icon appears, just go to the next place. And in this case, the next place is
A good start.
this way, where the so you have 5, which is a great number. I look this way, I pick this stuff here,
You've been busy.
and there is an enemies here. I do black powder bomb there. I do explosive arrows here. I go back. The other way up here. Way of the flame. For these shamans that always appear. And I guess we have this guy. And as you can see, it's already over.
You'll never forget
And I pick everything here. And again, this is not always the same. It was like this for me. But waves are one from here, one from there, one from here, the 2 shamans, and one from there. So that's how it is. Here, call the horsey,
Yes.
and we go back there where and I put poison ready for action.
We'll hold back the invaders as long as
This
we can.
part you have to do it stealthy. You don't have to get spotted, otherwise this fight is gonna get bigger.
Might be an ambush. Let's take a closer
So be really stealthy. So we skip this cutscene. We go to this. Sometimes the horse disappears, you can see. So here, poison that guy, poison that guy, poison that guy, and poison this guy.
That's all of them.
Nice work, and you go back to this guy here. So that's why you need to be careful, because if you get spotted, they are going to
You'll be free soon.
more enemies are going to appear. Skip the cutscene. You get to your horse. Get poison ready. I have only 1, which is bad. I'm gonna get more with my horse kit because I have 7. So what's the deal? As you can see, there is a dot here. We have to go there. We're going to use the nitro horse to get as fast as possible to the other area. And as soon as we see the saving, we're going to reset from save. That's going to make that all the enemies are going to be together in one spot, which is awesome. In this fight, there's going to be 2 shamans, 1 in each corner. You have to kill those shamans. Why? Because when the shamans are chanting, the terrifying mechanic doesn't work that well. So you kill 1 shaman with the poison, we kill the other shaman with the poison, and then you threw 2 black powder bombs, 1 in each like center. So hopefully all the enemies get scared, and then we continue. So we go, we use nitro because you're gonna get it back. And we're going there. As remember, as soon as we see the saving, we are gonna reset from save. Reset from save. First shaman,
Got your men
dead.
tied for net. Defenses are
Second
ready.
shaman, dead.
Hold the invaders here.
Black powder bomb there and here. Yep. So now okay. See, I wait to know if everyone was dead just in case, and then we continue. So we're gonna have 2 waves coming from the left. I like to choose to shoot 1 explosive arrows and then play to a barrel, and then start getting fire to the enemies, because you don't have to kill everyone here. You just have to wait until the saving, or they say they are retreating, and we just run, and the quest is going to end.
Reinforcements on the way.
So see, these guys there. That guy's there. That guy's there. and I kind of see that people is dying. The other guys spawn there. They are breaking. I just run. There is nothing else needed.
Keep after them.
See? You don't have to kill them all.
Give chase! Cut them down!
So here again, you need to move, be moving, otherwise it's gonna be there forever. I'm gonna here use the nitro. You're gonna get it back. And let's see, we have we have the flame, we have one poison, we have one black powder bomb, 3 explosives, 10 arrows. Okay, so we have to go here, so you can like use whatever you want as a point of reference, but you just need to go all the way there. Be aware of poison. There is poison sometimes. Well, this is hallucination, but sometimes there is poison darts.
I wasn't sure you'd show up.
And we
Sure you
activate
would,
the
I-
quest here with Fune. Skip all the cutscenes. See, we have hallucination again there. There's poison here, nice.
Jin, scouts spotted
And
Eagle's
here we
force.
ride
Fune in
with
position.
Tenso.
Canyons are crawling with raiders. We just have to lure the Mongols to them.
Having 2 poisons is ready here. It's great. We just ride with Tenso.
We'll meet my scouts. They're keeping an eye on the Eagle's force.
When we attack, I'll get her attention.
You said she's hunting you. What does she want with a poisoned samurai?
She wants to make me one of her shamans.
What?
One of her followers at Fort Sakai said she wants to recruit me.
But she forced her poison on you.
The sacred medicine is
See, I
poisonous
have
to
to
most. The
resolve.
shamans use it as a rite of passage.
Are you still seeing visions?
Yes, and they're getting worse.
I warned you this would only end.
So I'm gonna put my sticky bomb ready because we're going to use them. And here we're gonna meet some friends of Tenso.
Enzo, over here!
We're gonna get, but we don't really need to talk to them. We just we can just run through them and go into that rock there.
Eagle with them.
She called a halt and released some of her eagles to fly. We weren't spotted.
Let's get a better look.
I'm gonna put this arrow
Look for the eagles.
because
helmet.
I don't want
Shouldn't be hard to spot.
to spend my poisoned.
The eagle is here.
Because here the eagle is going to spawn
Sees us.
and the other enemies are going to disappear. So you need to be aware where the shaman is through one of those. And I know the shaman is kinda right there. So I'm gonna try to get closer to the shaman and close to this so I can kill this guy with a headshot as soon as he spawn again.
Damn it, where is she?
There you go.
The eagle got away. Look for her.
I put fire because I need to kill those guys. Fire, fire. Reset from save.
Jin, what
Talk to
happened?
Tenso.
The Mongols
And I guess I'm gonna have my full resolve. No, I don't. Yes, I have. So I full nitro. Don't worry about Tenso being away. It doesn't matter. All the things are already happening down there. So this is one of the weird places where you can't put your ally back and things are going to just happen anyways. You can see that my resolve got completely back. I know it's gonna get back again for the fight, so don't worry about it. So I have one of these. So I'm gonna use fire here. It's not the best, but I don't want to risk it. Maybe I use my one fire, my... Yeah, let's try to... Let's hope. Okay, the shaman. Okay, that was very lucky. So that was a Hail Mary. I threw one blackberry bomb with the hope that things went right. They went right, but sometimes they don't. So I don't know. You have to like figure it out. You can play it safer. If you will have like 2 blackberry bombs, threw one there, one in the other place, should be enough. But you have to be ready. So if one enemy is still alive, like put your half bow, throw arrows at his body with the hope that the poison is going to make effect. So you have to like be ready for what's going on. As you can see, Tenso just appeared here. So don't worry about leaving him behind. Use your nitro, go away, and that way it's faster.
This came out of nowhere.
So here
What happened?
I put my fire
We're hunting the
and I
evil.
just run. I'm gonna get an hallucination, a lot of enemies going on.
It's too late. The battle
Put them fire as many as you can.
you failed, like you failed your father. Do you remember how you let him die?
See, all the enemies got scared. You're gonna get another hallucination. I like to roll when I have hallucinations.
Fine.
Get normal. I like to run. There is sometimes good stuff here. Drop. Kunais. Okay, see where the shaman is. Shaman is all the way there. And sticky bomb for the eagle. Always. It gets stagger. And I know the shaman is kinda right here, so I'm gonna put my poison ready for kill him. So then I can kill faster the other enemies.
Like a new boot camp.
I was a child.
And sticky bomb for the eagle again.
Not a father.
Get ready for the shaman.
Father was desperate. You hid like a
Then you can either use this or this. Where there is the shaman, he's dead.
Keep fighting.
Good work.
See, good work. We go again and again, but it's gonna be another shaman here, so you need to be really aware where he is before they disappear. So it's not, if it's not in any place, it's always here in this corner. So poison ready. I have
I will give you
fire,
cold
so I'm
steel.
gonna go with fire.
remember your terror. Your father's dying
Sticky bomb for the eagle. You get stagger,
walls.
and the shaman is going to appear in any moment.
I'll send you to hell.
He's dead. And okay, so Tenso is fallen. You don't have to go, because if you kill everyone, he's going to get up without any help. So if you get the Tenso is fallen, just kill everyone, you'll be fine. Fire. Fire.
I need a hand.
The last of them.
There you go. I like to change outfit here. Sakai clan.
Close.
And run away. As you can see, I have 3 resolve,
The eagle is waiting east of here.
and now I'm gonna have full resolve.
Meet me in the heart of your pain.
So don't worry about resolve.
Damn it, give me
It's
silence.
pretty weird how resolve work with the hallucination. As you can see, you have full resolve and full health. 1,
Defeat me.
2 Dance of Wrath,
You will die.
3 hits, and you go back. So, the fight with the eagle. fight with the eagle in this scenario has two phases. First phase is this one that already happened, and you have to do 2 Dance of Wrath, and then you can hit the eagle 3 or 2 times. I mean 3 or 4 times, and then you get away, because it has three phases, not 2. First one is the one that already happened. The second one, we're gonna be in an hallucination state. In that hallucination state, well, in any hallucination state, you start losing resolve. Like, that's kind of the thing. So, and even if you have a little bit for doing like the Dance of Wrath, or maybe the other one, I don't remember the name. It's gonna do nothing, because the eagle actually doesn't have any health, like the bar. In this case, you have to trigger the third phase by doing damage to the eagle with a normal attack. Sometimes if you do a perfect parry and hit the eagle, sometimes that triggers the third phase, sometimes it doesn't. The one that I have seen that always triggers the third phase is when you do like a dodge the attack and then you hit it. Sometimes that also trigger the third phase, and also like blocking an attack and then hit it. Sometimes that trigger the fight too. So I already did 2 Dance of Wrath, 4 hits, and now I'm getting back, so I can try to do this normal damage, so I can trigger the other one.
Now
I got lucky there, so I do a perfect parry and it triggered. So when that happened, when the eagle like we do that animation when you're like crossing swords, the fight is over.
there's Lord Sakai.
Because there is a whole animation here that happened. You can just skip it and you have all your resolve back. So you can just do 3 Dance of Wrath and the fight is gonna be over.
Medicine no longer available.
And again. So the hardest part is actually like getting the normal blow. Here, haiku.
Hiding in darkness.
You can't do anything here, just hear the haiku.
My father's hand reaching up. Free at last from life.
You can skip this, and as soon as the thing appears on the screen, it's time. So that's Iki Island on lethal. And as you can see, the last word's epilogue is, but it's just going here and there. There is nothing going on. It's more. It's better to just end the run here. Yeah, I only did 26 minutes of commentary, huh? Interesting. Okay. If you have any doubts about the speedrun, you can leave a comment, and hopefully you guys can go for it. Oh, one thing. If you want to play the same run but on any difficulty that you can, the only difference there is, other than you have to be more aware of enemies being alive because your allies don't do much damage, is that when you go to the animal shrine from after the lost friend, you have to change outfit. So you have to change to any outfit actually that has the Curse of Frailty. So after you do a lost friend, you have to put this any armor that has this curse, because you want in any difficulty or easy, you are not going to die as fast as lethal. So you want this, so you die immediately. There you go. If you like to speedrun the game, we have a Discord. You can see on the comment section on the description the link for our server. And yeah, hopefully you guys get motivated and maybe start running Iki Island.